Good morning. Today is Saturday and I thought I would do a little bit of a get ready with me and show you some of my favorite everyday makeup that I've currently been loving. I'm back in Melbourne now. I had a lovely trip with my sister to Sydney. We had such a nice time, a little girls trip, and yeah, it was definitely needed, and I'm definitely looking forward to kind of going back to Sydney as well sometime in the future. Today I'm going to the city with my boyfriend. We're just going to do a little bit of a little hoppity bop around the city. We don't really have any specific plans, but maybe visit a few cafes, maybe get some matcha powder as well. We don't really have any at the moment, and yeah, just see what we can get up to. It's about 20 degrees today and it's sunny, so perfect for walking around and just enjoying the city. I thought I would go through my favorite makeup at the moment and my routine that I've been loving recently. I like starting off with the Ordinary toner. This one's really good for dry skin, which I definitely have, and definitely going into the colder weather, my skin gets really dry. So what I normally do is just put it into the palm of my hand and with my other hand just kind of drop it onto my face. And I like to focus this kind of in the mid area of my face as well. I feel like this toner just adds a little bit of moisture that I definitely need. At the moment I've been keeping it quite simple for my makeup days, and I've been going in with the Priming Hydrating Moisturizer by Matcha. I was using a tester for a couple of days and then I bought the full size. So I like to just go in with this moisturizer. After my moisturizer I'll then add some sunscreen, and I like this ultraviolet sunscreen. It's 50+. And I add this as well just before starting my makeup. I wouldn't say this is my absolute favorite sunscreen cream, but I think I want to use this one up before kind of trying something else. So if you've got any recommendations that works really well under makeup, keeps it hydrated and looks really nice, please let me know. But for the time being I'm using this one because we can't forget about sunscreen, especially in Australia. So now that we're done with the prep, I then like to go in, and it depends on the day. I will either do a foundation, which I've got the Shiseido Skin Glow, but this kind of acts a little bit more like a skin tint, especially the way that I put it on. I don't like to do a full face or foundation anyway. It just feels too heavy and I just don't like the way it kind of sits on my skin. So I use this kind of like a skin tint, and not every day, just on the days that I think that I don't want that extra maybe coverage or just complexion. But I normally just go in with my Hourglass concealer and use this kind of around my face and blend that in. But today I'm feeling like I might do a little bit of the Shiseido skin tint vibe. So what I normally do, and I kind of learnt this off a creator, I think her name is Katie, she's a makeup artist, probably seen her before, but she basically warms it up on her skin and primes her brush, and then she adds it to her face. So I've been doing that recently. I really like how that looks with this Shiseido skin finish. So I'm going to add just a little bit of that on my hand. I don't really like to add too much, so just a little bit is enough. And at the moment my foundation brush is this little travel size that I have. It's like a little Chanel, and it works pretty well. I don't mind how it kind of goes on my face, so I've been using this recently. And basically what she said to do is to prime your brush on your hand and then kind of go into your face, so that way the product isn't directly on your face and then you're smoothing it out on your face. So, and it kind of uses the same amount of product anyway, whichever way you do it, but just depends on which technique kind of you like. So I'm going to try this again. I've been doing this a little bit and I've been liking how kind of natural it looks on the face, so we're going to do that this time as well. So I'm just going to pat into the brush and then apply it to my face as well. And I think that this skin tint might actually be a little bit too light for me, just coming out of the warmer weather, but I think in winter it's going to be perfect because I won't have that much colour again. I think this is giving me just a very sheer coverage, which is what I want. I don't really want too much because we'll be kind of walking around the city. I'll probably be wearing glasses as well, so when I have a lot of makeup on, I don't love the way glasses kind of leave a mark as well. I'm then going to go in with my concealer and Basically, I'm going to be doing the exact same thing. I'll add some concealer to my hand. So I've got the concealer in my hand, and I'm going to use the Hourglass concealer brush as well. I really liked this one so far, and just kind of prime the brush and pat it in. And then just go kind of under my eyes, around my eyes, and then around my chin area as well. My skin has been feeling a little bit dull lately. I've been trying to drink a lot of water, but I think maybe it's a little bit more to do with sleep. I've got kind of lines under my eyes, and probably also many other different things like hormones and all these other things that come into play. But yeah, my skin has just been feeling a little bit dull lately. So this is kind of why I love doing makeup and just kind of feeling good in my skin. And I obviously also have no makeup days too, but I really love doing makeup. I love the act of it, and I just think it's very relaxing to do for me as well. The next thing I'm going to do is a little bit of bronzing, just to kind of add a little bit of color to my face. I don't do this all the time, but I think it's nice sometimes to add a little bit more to my cheeks. So this is the Off Duty contour stick, and I've got more of a bronzy color in the color medium, and this is really nice. It's very creamy. I was using this first, and then I went and bought the Milk Makeup similar type of thing. It's the matte bronzer stick, but I don't really like this. It was very sticky and almost dragged onto the skin, and it didn't really blend out super nicely, and I felt like I had to use quite a bit to actually show any color, and I think I definitely preferred using this one. So I just add this kind of on my cheeks, not really to contour or anything, but just to add a little bit of color around my face. And anywhere that the sun would kind of naturally hit and add a bit of a tan, that's kind of where I mainly focus it on. And then I just use this really random pharmacy brush that I love and just seamlessly blend that in. After that, I will go in with my blush, and the one that I've been using recently is the Westman Atelier blush stick in the color Garçon, which I've been really loving. It's kind of a deeper, mauvey berry color, which I really love. I'm just thinking, sometimes I do like to set under my eyes. At the moment, I've been using the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. It's a little mini one that I got, and sometimes I like to add that under my eyes, and I think maybe today might be a day that I do it just because they're a little bit tired, and I think this might just add a little bit of brightness as well. So it's not a lot of product that comes out, so I might just try to shake this out here. Recently I was gifted a little eyeshadow palette by my mum, and it's a little Chanel one. She picked a really nice color. It's got a little pouch, which is so nice. I'm definitely going to keep this kind of in my bag so that I can have it as an on-the-go eyeshadow to be able to put on. And I have the color 238 Quartz Fume is the color that I have, and it's just this really pretty kind of green, brown, very cool tone eyeshadow, and it has a little bit of sparkles in there as well. And I feel like it's easy enough to have for an everyday look, but then also you can build up on it for a nighttime look as well. And I think it just adds a little bit of depth to my eyes. I think sometimes just to add a little bit of extra kind of color around my eyes. So I'm going to add a little bit of this just on my eyelids. It's really easy to use, and it kind of just does the job on its own. It's very easy to apply. So I'm going to use the little brush it came with and just put this around my eyelashes and on my eyelids. And the green kind of color in it as well complements my really dark brown eyes that I have, and I think it just adds a little bit of a pop to my eyes as well. So that's my eyeshadow done. The next thing I will do is curl my lashes, and then I add my Glossier Lash Slick in the color brown, which I love this mascara for every day. Pretty much I use this if I ever want to put mascara on. I love this brown color. I think It's just a lot softer on my eyes than fully black, and I think for an everyday look I really enjoy this. That's pretty much what I'll do for my makeup. The last thing I usually do is the Got To Be glued brow edge type of thing, and I just like to run this through my eyebrows. I am on the hunt for kind of a tinted eyebrow gel, something that I can kind of run through my eyebrows, so maybe that's something I might look for today, but I'm going to use this today just a little bit just to kind of set them in place. I don't really do too much on my eyebrows, I just kind of shape them, and I used to kind of fill them in, but at the moment I've just been leaving them as is. So this is the final look. I think it's really nice for an everyday look. It's comfortable, I feel nice wearing it, and very easy to do. And yeah, I'm gonna get ready now and I'll show you guys what I'm gonna wear, and then I'm gonna head off and go to the city. For my outfit, I'm thinking of wearing just kind of a casual, comfortable outfit. So I've got this white kind of top from Witchery, and I recently found this in Sydney secondhand, and I really like this top. I like the way it fits, so it's a little bit crinkly at the moment, so I might have to just seam that out a little bit. And I'm thinking to wear my black jeans and most likely this kind of beige brown cardigan, just to add a little bit of warmth as well. So I think that might be my outfit. I might pair it with Mary Jane's from Nelson Made, the Mary Jane ballet flats, and I think this will be good, kind of casual but nice outfit for the day to walk around the city. So I think I'm gonna try on that and see how I feel about it. Yeah. Hi. You're getting it. Okay, so this is my final look for the day. I think I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna be bringing this bag just because it fits quite a nice amount of things in here. For my lips, I've been really liking the Makeup Forever Anywhere Caffeine Lip Liner and the e.l.f. Glow. This one is in Honey Talk, so this is one of my favorites kind of for every day. And then for my perfume, I'll do the Chanel perfume in Intense. I recently bought this one and I absolutely love it. I love this for everyday weekend days like this. That's it for my outfit, so I'm going to head off now and I'll see you guys in the city.